Let's review your LT6 assignment. Before I forget, don't forget to put your name on your assignment. Do questions 1 through 18 in ALEKS. You can do those first, or you can do the assignment on paper first. It really doesn't matter. Now, if we take a look at room 19, I want you to factor this, but it's multiple choice. You only have to find one of the factors. Well, here's a hint. You have to find both the factors so you can figure out which factor you use. So if I look at this problem, I know my two terms have to multiply to negative 108. Negative is the key, so they have to subtract to 3, or in this case, negative 3. So what I'll do is I'll make my diamond. I'll put it in the form of a table, and I've got two factors that I don't know why I called that x. I'm going to erase that. And I'm just going to put in two numbers that multiply to 108. Well, if I don't know, I'll start with the beginning. 1 and 108, they subtract to 107. Don't have to worry about that. I'll go to 2 and 54. 54 minus 2 is 52. Okay? Let me see. Does 3 go into 108? 1 plus 8 is 9, so I do believe that is true. So if I take 108 and I divide that by 3, I get 36. They're 33 apart, so that doesn't work. Okay, 4 goes into 108 27 times. They're 23 apart, still too close together. 5 does not go into 108, but 6 does, because 3 and 2. So you take 108 and we divide it by 6. We get 18. Well, they're 12 apart. I'm getting closer. 108 divided by 7. And that doesn't go in there evenly, does it? Okay, 8 does not go into 108 because if I divide it by 2 again, I'd get a decimal. How about 9? If we take 108 divided by 9, we get 12. And the difference of 12 and 9 is 3. There we go. So my two factors are going to be 12 and 9. I want the bigger one to be negative. So it'll be x minus 12 and x plus 9. Now let's look at our choices. Well, A is not correct. Oh, B is. X minus 12. Notice I have x minus 9 as a choice, but that's not correct. Now in question 20, I think that's easier to use the British method on that one. At least that's my preferable way. So I want two numbers that multiply to negative 30, and they're going to have to add to 13. Well, that would be 15 and 2, negative 2, wouldn't it? Because 15 minus 2 is positive 13. So we're going to write that as 5x squared minus 2xy plus 15xy minus, forgot my y there, minus 6y squared. Now factor by grouping. So I'll look at my first two, and then I'll look at the second two. And my first two, what goes in both of them will be x, right? So I get x, and then 5x minus 2y. My next two, between 15 and 6, I see a 3y there. So we'll get 5x minus 2y. Notice we can factor out 5x minus 2y. So we're going to have 5x minus 2y times x plus 3y. Nothing goes into them again, so I'm going to compare x minus 3y. I've got x plus 3y. That's not it. I'm missing the y in G. 5x minus 2y. There we go. So letter H will be our answer on that question. Okay, let's take a look at Jerome and Charles. Say Jerome and Charles have factored this. Is either of them correct? Well, let's start with Jerome. So when I look at Jerome, I need two numbers that multiply to negative 16. And they have to add to positive 6. Negative 8 times 2 is negative 16. Negative 8 plus 2 would be negative 6x. We want positive 6x. So we can definitely see that Jerome is incorrect. Let's look at Charles. Now we got negative 8 and 2, but 8 minus 2 is a positive 6. So it appears that Charles is correct. And I think that's it for that page, but let's scroll just to make sure. Yep, that's it for that page.